Well, welcome back. And in this another episode of Vikram Vetal story named Devata Kusumam. Kusumam means flower. Devata means goddess. So Devata Kusumam means a flower of some goddesses. Like that we can take a general meaning. Okay. यत्ने कृते यदि न सिद्ध्यति कोत्र दोषः इत्येतं नीतिम् अनुसरन्निव त्रिविक्रमः पुनरपि वृक्षस्य समीपं गत्वा शाखायां लम्बमानं शवं स्कन्धे आरोप्य मौनं श्मशानाभिमुखं प्रस्थितवान्. यत्ने कृते, having done the attempt, यदि न सिद्ध्यति, if we don't achieve, kotra doshaha, what is the, doshaha means mistake. So what is the mistake in doing such attempts? Even by doing that attempt, we don't get that result. At least we attempted like that. Ityetesham, ityetam nitim anusaran. So according to this niti, niti means some nyaya, niti, like that, the general guidelines. Eva. So according to this, what is the loss in making attempt? So I will go on making attempt even if I don't succeed, like that. So many a times the players do like that. Say, like for example, the cricket bowler, he will be going on attempting to take the mid wicket. So he will be practicing, and that stunt masters, they will be doing so many practice. The people who do some stunt in bike, they will be doing so much practice with their bike. Like that, always people do practice, even if they don't achieve. What is loss in doing the practice? So such a way, Trivikrama again went to the tree, took that ghost and took that dead body and put on his shoulder and came as usual to the smashana margam. Smashana abhimukam means towards that burial ground. He started. Tada shavantargataha vetalaha avadat. Then the ghost started speaking. Ayarajan, O king, Vishalasya Rajyasya Raja Sada Sata, okay. Vishalasya Rajyasya Raja Sata Bhavata. By you. Bhavata is Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachan. So Sata also Tritiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. By the king, who is king of Vishalasya Rajyasya Raja, who is the king of, or a emperor like very big country. Sukhena Jivanam Yapaniyam, you have to spend your life very comfortably. Evam sthite api. Even in that condition, Bhavane Ghore Yattasmin Shmashana Marge. You in this very horrific burial area, Tathrapi Madhyaratre, and in that also, in the midnight time, Kasya Kasya Praptyartham Uddiktaha Asti. For what, for what type of pleasure you are making such attempt? Ititu aham na janami. I don't know why you are making such attempts. Atindriyam alaukikim va shaktim. Ati indriya. Atindriya. So here Savarna Dirgha Sandhi has happened. Means beyond our senses. That is Atindriya. Means we say, that beyond human's capacity. And alaukika. Loka means world. Laukika means belonging to the world. So that is Tadidanta Shabda. Na laukika, alaukika. Not belonging to the world is alaukika. So you want to get some power which is beyond the sensory capacities and belongs to some other world, not of this world. Such a power is not in this world. Like that, Shaktim Vashikritya Chirayavvanam Praptavyam. So, getting such a power, Chirayavvanam Praptavyam means for a long duration, I want to have youthness. Tadvara. And with that youthness, Sada Sukhameva Anubhoktavyam. Always I have to enjoy the pleasure. Iti tu bhavataha vicharaha nasyat khalu. like this, I hope you don't have such a desire. Yadi tadrishaha vicharaha syat. If you have such a, thought, vicharaha means that idea, thought, tarhi yatadrisham karyam parityajya. Then you just leave such a attempt. Rajyam prati gamanam eva varam. So better go back to your country. Like that, aham bhavayami. Like that I feel. Yataha तादृशशक्तीनां मानवस्वभावस्य च संघर्षः यदा भवति. Yataha means because the ghost is giving the reason. Because तादृश शक्तीनां मानव स्वभावस्य च संघर्षः यदा भवति तदा मानवः असाफल्यं प्राप्नोति. तादृशशक्तीनां मानवस्वभावस्य च संघर्षः. Sangarshaha means normally clash. When these two things, Tadrisha Shakti, Kidrisha Shakti means Alaukika and Atindriya. With this type of Shakti and Manava Swabhava. See, if you are given some power and your mind is having some Swabhava, then naturally you may use the power in a playful way, mischievous way, villain way, hero way, like that. Many ways we use the power. So there will be Sangharsha or a, a fight or a struggle between these two. Tada manavaha asafalyam prapnoti. Safalyam means success. Na success, asafalyam, unsuccess. So the humans, they face failure. Rajnyaha Vasantavarmanaha Jivanam eva atra udaharanam. So the life of Vasantavarma, like that, a king's life, is an example here. विषयस्य स्पष्टतार्थं भवतः मार्गायासस्य निवारणार्थं च वसन्तवर्मणः कथां विस्तरेण शृणोतु तावत् इति. So you listen to the story of Vasantavarma to understand what I say and to get relaxed while going en route, like that. Anantaram Vetalena Katha Arabdha. Then the Vetala started the story. पूर्वं वैजयन्तीपुरं वसन्तवर्मा नाम राजा पालयन् आसीत्. So a king in the name of Vasantavarma, he was ruling Vaijayantipura. सः वृद्धः जातः आसीत्. He became old. किन्तु तस्य अपत्यं न आसीत्. And he had no son. अत्र राज्ञः मनसि चिन्ता सदा भवति स्म यत् मम जीवितकालस्य अनन्तरं एतस्य राज्यस्य पालनार्थं योग्यः उत्तराधिकारी कोऽपि नास्ति इति. So the king always used to worry that after my time, when I die, there is no one to take over the country and to rule because I am not having children. यथा यथा वार्धक्यं वर्धते तथा तथा राज्ञः चिन्ता अपि वर्धते स्म. So whenever the old age, the king became old day by day, his worry also grown day by day. पूर्णिमा रात्रौ कदाचित् राजा वसन्तवर्मा मन्त्रिणा चरणगुप्तेन सह राजभवनस्य चन्द्रशालायां विहरन् मन्त्रिणम् उक्तवान्. So we can see this Chandrashala means park that night during Purnima Ratro, during full moon day night. Once the king Vasantavarma, along with the minister Charana Gupta, they were walking, and the king told to the minister, "Hey Mantri Varya, O minister, Yetam Manognyam Kaumudim Ramaniyam Udyanam Vaibhavopetam Bhavanam Suvishalam Rajyam Cha Parityajya Agnatam Lokam Prati Gantavyam Khalu." Like that. So it's a general fear for everybody. Every human is having this fear of death. What is that death? Yetam Manognyam Kaumudim. This very beautiful Kaumudi means that moon. Ramaniyam Udyanam, and very pleasant garden. Vaibhava Upeta Bhavanam, and this palace with so much of lavishness. So Vishalam Rajyam, and this very big country. Saparityajya, leaving all these, Ajnatam Lokam, unknown world, Prati, towards Gantavyam Khalu, we have to go to unknown world, leaving all the pleasures and the friends, relations of this world. Jatasya Maranam Dhruvam. Jatasya Maranam Dhruvam means that death is fixed, sure. The death is sure for all the born people or born things. Apatataha Maranat Kopi Kamapi Rakshitum Na Shaknoti. Apatataha means from the death, which is already fixed on every individual. That is apatata. Apatata means it is not something coming and falling. It is like something is very clearly designated. No, we know, every human in the world, they know that everyone is going to die. So that Maranat Kopi Kamapi Rakshitum Na Shaknoti. No one at any time can protect. Evam Kalu. Is it not so? Like that? The king was asking the minister. Apatyam nasti ityataha yesha mrityu bhitihi rajnyaha manasi tishtati iti jnatavan mantri. So minister came to know, because of not having issues or children, this fear of death. Because when we die and we have children, we think they will take over things like that. So the king is having some fear in his mind like that. Minister came to know. Kintu yesha bhitihi katham nivaraniya iti tu sahapi na janati. But the minister was not knowing how to remove this fear from him. Ataha saha maunam sthitavan asit. So he just kept silence. Tavata akashat ekam devata kusumam rajnyaha purataha patitam. So by that time they were talking, from the sky, one flower which is owned by some goddesses, that fallen. Maharajaha mahata ascharyena avanamaya tat kusumam unniya sakrit agraya mantrinam uktam. And the king wondered. He just bent and took that and smelled it and told the minister, Mantrivarya, aho, apurvam pushpam. Oh, minister, this is very beautiful, unseen flower. Yatasya saugandhyam saundaryam cha varnayitum mama samipe shabdaha eva nasanti. I don't have words to explain its smell and beauty. Prabho, then the minister is talking. Prabho, Akashamargena devaha gandharvaha cha sancharanti iti shruyate. So it is heard that Veda Purana, they are always giving this Vishaya, that in the Akasha Marga, these Devas and the Gandharvas, they used to travel. So like that I heard, Teshu Kasichit Hastataha Deva Vrikshataha va Patitam Kusumam Syat Yetat. So from somebody's or from the divine tree, this flower might have fallen. Ataha eva mahaprayojanakari api syat kadachit. So it may be of very mahaprayojanakari, means it can do some great things also. आस्थान पुरोहितः एतत् विषये पृष्टः चेत् किमपि ज्ञायेत इति उक्तवान् मन्त्री. So if we ask the priest of the asthana, that assembly priest, then we may know something about this, like that. अनंतर दिने राजा राजपुरोहितम् आहूय प्रवृत्तं समग्रं निवेद्य देवपुष्पं प्रदर्शितवान्. And on the next day, the king called the Purohita. So we can see in the picture, and he asked everything. What is this? Like that. Tat pushpam su sukshmam parishilya uktavanu Rajapurohita. And that assembly priest, the king's priest, told, He Mahaprabho, O my lord, Gandharva stribihi mahata adarena dhriyamanam apurvam pushpam etat. So this is worn, or this is put on by some Gandharva Stri. अमृतांशवर्धिनी इति एतस्य पुष्पस्य नाम. अमृतांशवर्धिनी. अमृत. अमृत. Mrita means dead, not dead. Not dead is Amrita. So, Amrita Amsha Vardhini, which increases the quality of not being dead. That is Amritamsha Vardhini. This flower will increase your longevity. That is the direct meaning. Iti etasya pushpasya nama. That is name of the flower. वैद्यशास्त्रे एवं हि उच्यते यत् एतत् यौवनं पुनर्दापयितुं समर्थं भवति इति. And in the medical book it is written this can give back youth again. Punardapayitum, again to give, yauvanam, youth. Yuvakaha yuvatihi va स्वच्छेन मनसा इष्टदेवं स्मृत्वा एतत् पुष्पं सकृत् आघ्राय स्वस्य इष्टतमाय वृद्धाय स्वकीयं यौवनं दातुं शक्नोति. So how to get that youthness? That priest is telling. Some person, yuvakaha yuvatihi va, either a youth, male or female, yuvatihi means female. Swachena, in a pure manasa, mind, Ishtadevam smrutva, and praying to the God, Ishtadevata, whatever Ishtadevata, their favorite God. Yetat pushpam sakrit agraya, and smelling this flower once, Sasya Ishtatamaya Vriddhaya, and to their or to his particular persons, Ishtatamaya Vriddhaya, for the very dear or very much liked old man. Swakiyam Yauvanam Datum Shaknoti. They can give their youth. Yetat Amurtamshavardhini Pushpam यौवन दान विषये एकमात्रस्य साहाय्यं कर्तुं शक्नोति न तु बहूनां. So it can do only once. One flower can do for one person, not for many person. Okay. Yetat Shrutva Maharajaha Nitaram Santushtaha. So the king is very happy. Saha Anandena Udviknaha Sanne Mantrinam Muktavan. So he was jumping out of joy and told the minister, Hey Mantrivarya, Adyaiva sa Dindima Gosham Vartam Prasarayatu Yat Yaha Rajne Yavanam Dadati Tasmai Amulyaha Puraskaraha Ardham Rajyam cha Diyate Visheshataha Satkriyate cha iti. So today itself you announce with drum beating that whoever gives their youth to me, they will get a great respect, they will be treated well, and they will get off the kingdom. Rajnyaha adeshasya anugunam vartam prasarita. And the news was announced according to the king's order. Saptaha titaha. And a week passed by. Kintu Rajne yavanam datum kopi agrena agataha. But no one came forward to give youth to the king. Yatam stim drishtva raja khinnaha. And the king was sad, seeing this condition. Ishtapurtya itah param kim karaniyam iti chintayan upavishtavan raja. Ishtapurtyai. Ishtapurtihi Ishtapurtiyai Chaturthi Ekavachanam. So the king is now worried how to fulfill his wish. His wish is to become youth again. So he was thinking, Maharajasya Paristhitim Drishtva Mantri Nitaram Khinnaha, and the minister also was very sad. Saha Kaischit Bhatai Saha Deshe Sancharam Kritavan. And with the soldiers, he went around the city or the country. एवं संचार समये कस्मिंचित् ग्रामे मार्गपार्श्वे उपविष्टौ द्वौ भिक्षुकौ दृष्टौ. So while going around he saw some two beggars. तयोः अन्यतरः अन्धः आसीत्, and one of them was blind. अपरः केनचित् चर्मव्याधिना ग्रस्तः आसीत्, and another person was affected by some skin disease. किंतु तयोः उभयोः अपि वयः प्रायः 25 वर्षाणि. But both of them were around 25 years old. Mantri तयोः समीपं गत्वा मृदुवचनैः उक्तवान्. So the minister went to them and told in a soft voice गतसप्ताहे राजा स डिण्डिमघोषं प्रसारिता वार्ता श्रुता खलु भवद्भ्याम्. By both of you, you heard that announcement made by king, in the last week. भवन्तौ एकत्र एव उपविशतः चेत् भिक्षा प्राप्तौ स्पर्धा भवति. Means if both of you are sitting at one place, bhiksha praptau, in getting the bhiksha, spardha bhavati means competition. See, who will get more or who is to be given like that. There will be some competition. Vrita spardha kimartam. Why are you competing yourself by sitting together, both of you? Kaschit yakaha agre agatya rajñe yavanam dadatu tavat. So one of you come forward and give your youth to the king. Yatat shrutva api tau utsaham na prakatitavantau. But listening to this, they didn't show any joy or interest. Tada kinchitiva kruddha mantri tau bhikshukau prishtavan. Then somewhat angry like the minister asked the beggars, Kimre ardharajyasya apekshaya api bhikshayachanam eva varam. So compared to of kingdom, it is better to take begging. Iti chintayantaha bhavantau. Are you thinking like that? Like that he angrily asked. Tada andaha bhikshukaha. Then that blind beggar told, Shriman, ahantu andaha asmi. O sir, I am blind. Andasya mama kim ardharajyena. What is the use of me who is blind? Whether I have half kingdom or full kingdom, what is the use of that? Kim Indra Padaviyava. And what is the use of that Indra Padavi, the post of being Indra? Rajnaha ishtam kaschit anyaha purayatu nam. Rajnaha ishtam means the desire of the king. Anyaha kaschit purayatu nam. Let someone fulfill. Iti nirasa dhvanina uttama. Nirasa means without any desire, in a dull, dejected way. Jhatiti Ditiyaha Bhikshukah Uktava. Immediately the second beggar also told, Arya, Yadi Aham Maharaja Ya Yovanam Datyam, Tarihi Aham Vriddhaha Bhaveyam. If I give my youth to the king, then I will become old. Vriddhasya kim ardharajyena. And what is the use of the kingdom when I am old? Idanim yeva yetena ghorena charma vyadhina pidyamanaha asmi. Now itself I am with so much pain undergoing this skin disease. By the skin disease, I am so much troubled. That is, I am under so much pain. Yatena saha vardhakyam api praptam chet. When I am already under trouble with the skin disease, and in addition to that, if I become very old also, jivanam narakasadrisham bhavet. Life will be like hell. Tayohu uttaram shrutavataha mantrinaha manaha udviknam jatam. So listening to both of these beggars answer, who are young, Mantri's mind became somewhat stressed. Udvignam means it got upset. They are correct. So, Bhikshikayohu purtaha api aham niruttaraha jataha. I became answerless. Niruttaraha. I became answerless before the beggars. Iti khedam anubhavan mantri tatha rajadhanim pratigatama. So feeling sad, he went towards the kingdom. Yada mantri rajasthanam में प्रविष्टवान् तदा तत्र राजा लुण्ठाकस्य रामसिंहस्य विचारणं कुर्वन् आसीत्. So when the minister entered the assembly, then the king was inquiring one looter whose name is Ramasimha. Ramasimha Vimshati Varshiyaha Tarunaha. And this Ramasimha is 20-year-old youth. Ramasimha Rajanam Muktava. And Ramasimha told to the king, Mahaprabho, Aham Rajadhanyam Panchanaya Dhanam Sampadita Vatam Dhanikanam Luntanam Kritavan. So I am looting the rich people who in a Vanchanaya means who in a crooked way or in a unlawful way made money. Tataha yad dhanam praptam tat nirdhanebhyaha dattava. And whatever money I looted from those rich people who made money out of unlawful way, I just distributed to the poor. Aham kadapi kasmachitapi nirdhanat kimapi na svikritavan. I never took money from any poor people. Kasyashchitapi mahilayah apamananam na kritavan. And I never disrespected any girl, ladies. यदा आत्मरक्षण क्षणः आगतः तदापि कस्यचित् अपि प्राणानाम् अपहरणं न कृतवान्. Even when I had the time to save my life, at that condition also I didn't take life of others. Means I didn't kill anyone. एतानि वचनानि विना भीतम् उक्तवान् आसीत् रामसिंहः. And Ramsimha told all this without any fear in front of the king. Tasya mukhasya darshanat. And from the look at his face, nyayate sma yat saha satyameva vadan asti iti. And it is very clear by looking at him that he is telling the truth. चोरस्य नीतिमार्गानुसरणं में दृष्ट्वा नीतिमार्ग अनुसरणं. So following the rightful path or a dharmic way of conduct by a thief, Raja Santushtaha, the king was happy. Kintu lunthanam yat kritam tattu anuchitam eva khalu. But whatever you did, looting, that is not proper, Tadartam saha dandaniyaha asiteva. So for that he is to be punished. Kidrisham dandanam vidhatavyam iti chintayan asit Raja. So the king was thinking what type of punishment is to be given. Tavata Mantri Rajnyaha Samipam Agatya Mandaswarena. So by that time the minister came to the king and told in a very low voice, Prabho, Maya Samagra Rajadhanyam Atanam Kritva Agatam. Oh my lord, by me the entire country was went around. Means he toured around and came. अर्धम राज्यम दीयते इति उच्यते चेदपि भिक्षुकः अपि यौवनं दातुं सिद्धः न भवति. Even beggar is not ready to give his youth, even if you announce, I will give off the country. एतस्य अपराधिनः दण्डनात् अस्माकं वैयक्तिकः कोऽपि लाभः तु नास्ति. So by punishing this fellow, we don't get any personal gain. अतः भवतः अनुज्ञा अस्ति चेत् अहम् एकम् उपायं करिष्यामि इति निवेदितवान्. So if you permit me, I will do one idea. यवन प्राप्ति इच्छा राजा अंगीकार पूर्वक इच्छया. By the desire of getting the youthness, Raja Angikara Purvakam Shiraha Chalitava. So the king accepted and nodded the head. Tada Mantri Luntakasya Ramasimhasya Samipam Gatva. Then the minister went to the Ramasimha, looter, or the thief, and told, Hey Ramasimha, Bhavata yat luntanam kritam tasya nimittam me shularopana dandaha vidhatavyaha. Hey Ramsimha, for the act done by you, the looting, you have to be given a capital punishment. Shularopanam, I said. Shularopanam many a time means hanging to death, like that, capital punishment. Kintu yadi bhavan. But if you, like that, when the minister was dragging the conversation, iti mantri yavat uktavan ta tada. When that minister was talking, then that Luntakaha, Ramasimha, Mandahasapurvakam Prishtava. He asked in a very smiling way, Yadi Bhavane Rajne Yavanam Datum Angikaram Suchayet, Tarihi Shularopana Dandat, Muktihi Syat, Ardham Rajyam Chapi Prapyeta, Iti Khalu Bhavane Mam Bhaktum Udyuktaha, Iti. So the Ramsimha said, okay, you want to say that if you agree to give your youth to the king, then you shall not be hanged to death and you shall also get off the country. That is what you want to say, like that. Chorasya kushagra matitvam drishtva. Kusha agra matihi matitvam means that brilliance or the intelligence. Kusha means a grass. Agra means the edge. Kushagra means the edge of a grass. The edge of a grass is very, very sharp like a needle. So kushagra matitvam kasya chorasya. Of the thieves, sharp-mindedness drishtva, having seen, Ashcharyam Anubhavanne Mantri Uktama. So the minister wondered and told, Mama Ashayaha Jhatiti Avagataha Bhavata. You quickly understood my mind. Tiknamati Bhavan. You are a sharp-minded person. Mama Prastavaha Anumataha Khalu Bhavata. Do you agree with my proposal? Tada Luntakaha Ramasimha Uchaihi Asitva Uktava. Then that Ramsimha told in a very loud voice after laughing, He Mantri Varya Vastutaha tu Maharajena Yada Varta Prasarita Tada Aham Nishchitavan Asam Yat Madiyam Yavanam Maharajaya Dattavyam Iti. When it was announced by the king, I thought I should give my youth to the king. किंतु ये कष्टे सन्ति तेषाम् उपयोगं ये स्वार्थनिमित्तं कुर्वन्ति ते अधमाः इति उच्यन्ते. अधम अधमाः means the lowest of the lowest. Who is that type of people? ये कष्टे सन्ति. Those people, when they are in difficult situation, tesham upayogam, and making use of those difficult situation of the people, ye swartha nimittam, and those people for their personal interest, kurvanti, they do, te adhamaha iti uchyante. So it is said that when someone is in trouble, somebody taking advantage of their troublesome situation, they get their things done. They are the worst of the worst people. Maharaje aham tadrishim pravrittim atra idanim pashyami. Now I look such type of activity in the king. The king is ready for his self interest. To do like that, he can take advantage of the difficult people. यदि महाराजः मयि क्षमां प्रदर्शितवान् स्यात्, suppose the king pardoned me, तर्हि अहं महाराजस्य औदार्यं कृतज्ञतापूर्वकम् आजीवनम् अस्मरिष्यम् अहम् अस्मरिष्यम्. I would have remembered for my entire life आजीवनम् कृतज्ञतापूर्वम्, with high regards, if the king showed the generosity. Audaryam means generosity. By kshamam pradarshitavan, mayi, in forgiving me. Yadi va saha न्याय नियमस्य अनुगुणं मे योग्येन दण्डेन मां दण्डितवान् स्यात् तर्हि अपि अहं महाराजस्य न्यायप्रियतां स्मरन् गर्वम् अन्वभिष्यम्. Or if the king punished me by proper punishment, then I would have felt pride for the king's act of punishing me by adhering to the rightness. That is nyaya priyata, one who is desire of having justice. Kintu idanim tadu ubhaya viruddham vyavaharam pashyami. Now I see ubhaya viruddham means something viruddham, opposite to all these. Ubhaya means both. So either he is doing nyaya priyata, or he is showing that audaryam, that generosity. Chorasya kathora vachanani shrutva kruddha raja ye swayam aparadham krutva rajnyaha vyavaharamapi vimrishantam bhavantam aham shulam aropayatum shaknomi iti smarati khalu bhavane iti prishtava. So the king angrily asked, hey, you have done all the looting, and also you are commenting on about the king of the country. For this, I can hang you, like that. Tada Ramasimha avichalaha sanne eva punaha uttama. Avichalaha means unshakingly. So the Ramsimha unshakingly told, even for that thread, प्रभो शूलारोपणम् एव न्यायमिति यदि भवान् भावयेत् शूलारोपणम् एव न्यायम् इति only hanging me is the justice like that यदि भवान् भावयेत् if you think so तर्हि तथैव करोतु then you do that one only किन्तु एतत्तु स्मरतु यत् भवता दीयमानात् दण्डात् अहं कदापि भीतः न भविष्यामि इति but you remember this I will never get fear out of your punishment मन्त्रिणः प्रस्तावं सर्वथा न अङ्गीकरिष्यामि इति च and I will never accept the proposal of the minister चोरस्य रामसिंहस्य वचनं श्रुत्वा राजा क्षणकालं स्तब्धः and this strong way when this thief is talking the king he just stunned अपमानवशात् तस्य मुखम् आरक्तं जातम् and out of shame his face became very red किञ्चित् कालं सः सिंहासने मौनम् उपविष्टवान् आसीत् and the king silently sat on that throne for some period क्रमशः तस्य उद्वेगः शान्तः gradually his hotness उद्वेगः means that burning sensation कोपः that is he became cool सः शान्तचित्तः सन् he becoming cool minded सिंहासनात् अवतीर्य having come out of that throne महत्या प्रीत्या रामसिंहम् आलिङ्ग्य and out of so much affection hugging Ramasingha हे रामसिंह मम हृदयस्थं अंधकारं दूरीकृत्य भवान् मयि ज्ञानम् उत्पादितवान् हे रामसिंह you driven away the darkness in my mind and you created or you rose the utpaditavan means you produced the viveka jnanam wisdom in my mind viveki jnani bhavane kaschana maharshihi eva you are like some maharshi some sage who is wise and who is like a sannyasi mama jivasya antima kale va भवतः मेलनं जातं यत् तत् पूर्वजन्मनः पुण्यस्य फलम् इति अहं भावयामि so I understand or I feel that I met you in the end of my life mama जीवनस्य अन्तिम काले means during the end part of my life at least I met you I feel happy about that जीवनस्य पुण्यस्य पूर्वजन्मनः पुण्यस्य फलम् so I think this is the result of the meritorious act done in my earlier birth मम उत्तराधिकारित्वेन भवान् सिंहासने उपवेशनीयः इति अहं निश्चितवान् अस्मि I decided that you should take over the country and rule it as my उत्तराधिकारी उत्तराधिकारी means my successor भवतः पट्टाभिषेकस्य अनन्तरम् अहं सन्यासं गृहीष्यामि इति and after the pattabhisheka of you I will get sannyasam like that वेतालः एवं कथां समाप्य अवदत् so the ghost now stopped the story like this and told अये राजन् ओ king वार्धक्ये राज्ञः मतिः भ्रष्टा जाता इति खलु भासते it appears that in the old age the king's mind got brashtaha mati brashtaha means whose mind is uncontrollable or who lost his sense of intelligence that is mati brashtaha यः शौर्य निमित्तं गृहीतः तस्य प्रशंसां कृत्वा one who is caught for the act of theft he is appreciated भवान् महर्षिः इति किमर्थं उक्तवान् महाराजा why he said that you are like a sage चोरं सिंहासने उपवेशितवान् इति तु तस्य महामूर्खतां खलु द्योत्यति and it proves or it shows very clearly that his stupidity because he is keeping the thief in the throne अन्यत् आश्चर्यं नाम राजा स्वयं सन्यासं ग्रहीतुं निश्चितवान् And another wonder is the king himself he took sannyasi, that sannyasashrama. Kimartam tena tatha nishchitam. Why he decided like that? Mama etesham prashnanam uttarani jananapi yadi bhavan na vadet tarihi bhavataha shiraha sakasradha bhagnam bhavet. So as usual, if you don't answer knowing all the answer, then your head shall break into 1,000 pieces. Tada maunam sthatum ashaktaha trivikramaha evam muktavan. Then the Trivikrama, who can't say silent, told like this. Rajnyaha Vasantavarmanaha Amtaryam Parishilitam Chet Nyayate Yat Saha Samskritaha Viveki Gunagrahi Cha Iti. So the Vasantavarma, the king, if we Antaryam Parishilitam Chet, so if we examine his inner mind or his intelligence, we can see Nyayate, we can very well understand Saha Susamskritaha, he is well made. Viveki, very discriminate, means very wise. Gunagrahi, and he appreciate good qualities, like that. Kintu mahatamapi manaha kadachit malinam bhavitum arhati eva khalu. But even someone who is having great mind, very pure mind, their mind may get somewhat malitam, adulterated. Vasantavarmanaha vishaye api evameva jatam. So in the matters of Vasantavarma king, it happened like this. Vardhakye api deshasya uttaradhikari putra nasti iti rajnyaha manaha khinnamasi. So his mind was worried about not having son during his old age for taking over the country. Khedavashat yavana praptyartham saha uddiktaha abhavat. So out of that sadness, he wanted to get youth. Manasaha malinyasya karanataha atmana kriyamanasya karyasya anauchityamapi na lakshitam tena. So because of that manasaha malinasya karanataha, malinyam means dirt. So we can say adulteration. It is like somebody who is in a, normally that union leader, like that. So in the administration, the government also, political movements, many different parties, whenever the union of employees or something, when they become leader and they are fighting for the benefit welfare of so many employees, the government will tempt them, or they will adulterate their mind for some extra benefits. So because of that, the very purpose of working for the other members of the association or union, they get somewhat shaken. It's not by every leader, but most of the leader nowadays, they will be shaken because of such a temptation. Manasaha malinyasya karanataha, because of that adulterated mind, atmana kriyamanasya karyasya anauchityamapi na lakshitam tena. He didn't bother about to know what type of improper act he is doing. Kintu pranapayam api aviganaya, not considering even the danger to the life. Kathoram vastustitim, that very Kathoram vastusthiti means very the practical, which is intolerable. Here, Kathoram is intolerable. To comment on the king and allegate his bad qualities is intolerable offense, intolerable way for the king. Such a vastusthiti means practical situation. Sadhairyam vatataha, along with the courage, one who told Ramasimhasya vachanasya shravanataha, of the person who was telling, that is Ramasimha, from his words, Raja Satya Darshanam Praptam. So the king got the Satya Darshanam, means he got the vision of the truth. Sahasena, Dhairyena, Susamskarena, Tyagagunena, Lobhi, Alobhitvena. So with these five qualities, Sahasena, Dhairyena, Susamskarena, Tyagagunena, Alobhitvena, Yuktaha Ramasimhaha. The Ramasimha who is having the qualities of Sahasa, adventurous, Dhairya, courageous, so Samskarena, well, Samskara means well done, means a well educated mind. Well educated doesn't mean getting so many certificates. The mind is well educated. Tyagagunena, and with the sacrificial mind. Alobhitvena. Lobhi means greed. Alobhi means not having greed for money and all. Raja Maharshitvena Pariganitaha Chet. So, such a Ramasimha, if the king consider him as Maharshi, Tatra Kim Anauchityam, what is wrong in that? Sulabha labhyam. Sulabha labhyam. Labhyam means that we should get or we get. Sulabha means easy. Sulabha labhyam ardharajyam. That of kingdom which we can easily get. Parityajya, leaving that of the kingdom. Rajnyaha vyavaharasya anauchityam. And the improper way of the king's behavior. Rajasabhayam vadan. Telling in the assembly itself. Ramasimha dhiraha. So he is a very courageous and warrior-like. Yatadrishaha eva rajyam samyak palayatum arhanti. Such type of person only can rule the country very well. Who is not fearing for the king, and in the king's assembly, in his area, he is shouting at the king and he is making the king realize what mistake he is doing. So he is very courageous. Ataha sam simhasane upaveshayitum sankalpam kritavan raja. So the king decided to make him sit in the throne. उत्तराधिकारिणे कर्तव्यभारं समर्प्य वार्धक्ये वानप्रस्थाश्रमः आश्रयणीयः इति परम्परागतः नियमः. Paramparagatah niyamaha means this is a rule which we are following for so many generations. What is that? Uttaradhikarine, to the next stakeholder. Kartavya bharam samarpya means transferring all our workload to the next generation. So this is not only for the king, even for ordinary family, the parents should make over the responsibility to their children and they should take care of that vanaprastha. Vardhakye, in the old age, vanaprastha ashramaha ashraniyaha. We have to take shelter in that vanaprastha ashrama lifestyle. Vanaprastha ashrama doesn't mean you'll have to go to forest. You have to live in that lifestyle. How a vanaprastha ashrama people should live, how a brahmachari should live. Like that, if you live even at the age of 60, then you are brahmachari only. That's all. अतः जीवनस्य सार्थक्यं प्राप्तं मरणं शान्तेन मनसा स्वागतीकर्तुं च सः संन्यासं गृहीतवान्. So he जीवनस्य सार्थक्यं प्राप्तुं means to get the purpose of the life met and to silently maranam shantena manasa swagati kartum. This is one of the greatest advantage of Veda Shastra Purana, and that Vanaprastha Sanyas Shasramasya phala. We can face death calm and quietly. That is what is the whole world is getting shaken now. But our people, they were taking death very calm and quietly without any worries. Saha sannyasam grihitavan. So he took that sannyasam. एवं वदता त्रिविक्रमेण मौनभङ्गः कृतः आसीत्. अतः वेतालः ततः दृश्यः भूत्वा यथा पूर्वं वृक्षस्य शाखाम् अवलम्बितवान्. So as usual, the ghost left the body and started hanging down in the tree. I will meet you in another episode where Vikrama will go and bring back. Take care. Bye-bye.